Hey everybody, welcome to DoGooders. Today I'm super excited to have my good buddy Steve Grandizio on. So here on DoGooders, we're trying to put a spotlight on people that not only do good in business, but also do good for the community. So when I think about DoGooders, this is a guy I always think about a lot. So Steve, thanks for coming on.
Timmy,
good to
thanks
have
for
you,
having
man.
me.
And let's just kind of start at the beginning a little bit. Give us a little bit of a background story, and then we'll kind of talk about the charities you're involved in and all the great work you're doing.
Yeah, so grew up in Delaware County. I don't know where you want me to start. Grew up in Delaware County.
You were born at a very young age, right?
I was born at a very young age. Yeah, exactly. Youngest of 5. Dad left when I was 6. He was a bad gambler. Actually, crazy story. We don't have to get into it, but reunited with him at 46 years old. So 30 some years later, 40 years later. And live in the city now with my wife and 2 kids, both adopted. I know you know how much I'm an advocate for adoption, and just having a great time, man. Working for Prelude Solutions, running our Prelude Cares network, and running Little Smiles at the same time.
Well, I think you're being a little too modest. I think you kind of glossed right over the part where you played professional baseball for a while.
Played minor league baseball in the Cardinals organization. Yep. Long time ago, though. My knees, I'm getting a knee replacement at the end of the month. So my knees, lots of sports growing up like you.
Okay, so baseball goes bye-bye, and now it's time to start a professional career. What was the early stages of the professional career? What was some of the stuff you liked, you didn't like?
That's a good question. My brother and I invested in real estate. Started in 2000 in Manayunk. Got our first property, bought a few. We ended up starting a mortgage company, a residential mortgage company in 2003, and grew that over the years. Things were going well, and then 2008 happened.
Something happened in 2008?
And yeah, we went from a growing business to the front page of every single newspaper was the mortgage industry in a bad way.
Yeah.
And that kind of went south. Stayed, for the most part, most of my career has been in the mortgage industry, but I've recently pivoted both with running a nonprofit that we started back in 2006 in Pennsylvania, and also running that Prelude Cares network for Prelude. So,
all right, so you referenced the nonprofit. It's called Little Smiles. So why don't you tell everybody a little bit about the genesis of Little Smiles,
Yep.
and share a little of the great work you guys are doing.
So my stepbrother, I told you, my dad left when I was 6 years old. Fortunately, my mom remarried an awesome man when I was 8, and I inherited 2 great stepbrothers, one of whom I was a partner in a mortgage company with, and he started Little Smiles down in Florida 25 years ago. I had a stepsister who I never met who passed away of cancer, and he'll never talk about that, but that's the impetus behind Little Smiles. Well, back in...
What's impetus mean?
I don't know. Don't we have is there a thesaurus?
That was the starting point.
Like an AI thesaurus?
That was the starting point for Little Smiles.
That was I think the encouragement, is that the word, behind the scenes for starting Little Smiles. And it actually started as a charity called Videos for Kids. They just did video drives for these hospitals for kids who were trapped in the hospitals for a long time. And it evolved into Little Smiles, but his Villanova buddy and I brought it to Philadelphia in 2006.
So what's a Little Smiles? What is a Little Smiles? What do you guys do?
So we act as a silent checkbook for the frontline workers who deal with kids going through any kind of trauma. So unlike Make-A-Wish, there's a couple differences. One is it's not just sick kids. We deal with kids going through the trauma of illness, chronic conditions, maybe a life-changing injury, abuse, homelessness, really anything. It's a bigger umbrella. And we're like the everyday stuff. Make-A-Wish does the bucket list items. We do the everyday things. We're paying for kids' summer camps. We're getting them iPads, doing the things that put those little smiles on kids' faces.
Fun stuff.
Fun stuff. Yeah,
I know. I've had a chance to come out to your bingo night at Ronald McDonald House, and it was so much fun. And you guys are doing stuff like that pretty much every other week. I feel like you guys are out doing something, making people happy, right?
Yeah, pretty much every week. We're either filling individual requests by acting as a silent checkbook for the frontline workers. So a nurse, a social worker, a therapist, a child life specialist, they put the request in, we fill it. 99 times out of 100, we send that back to that direct care professional so that they can get the hug and the tears and the thank you. So by doing that, our dual mission is to recharge those batteries. But then to your point, we also do these group things. So we're sending 2 groups this week to Saddle Hill Winery in South Jersey. 2 homeless shelters are going there.
Is the drinking good for the kids? Or?
Yeah. It's a farm as well. They're doing a hay ride.
Let's call it Saddlebrook Farms from now on.
All right.
Okay. It's a family show, Steve.
It's a family show. I get it. It's DoGooders. So we do some group things like bingo night. We do quizzo night. We do karaoke. We're trying to figure out things that we can do in a group environment to put smiles on the faces of kids.
Now, you said people can request grants from you guys. How would I request a grant? If I was a first-line caregiver and I thought I had some good ideas for how we could potentially use some of your resources, how do they get in touch with you guys? How do I request?
Yeah, and honestly, it's not even a grant. It's literally either an email or the partners we work with have access to a secure part of our website, and they just put the request in. Usually within a day or 2, they're getting that request back. So it could be, because they're our eyes and ears. They're on the front lines. It could be anything. Like, we've done Halloween costumes for a single mom who has 3 kids, one of whom has cancer, and they're going through treatments at CHOP, and she just can't afford a Halloween costume. Like I said, we've done a bunch of summer camps this summer. So it really runs the gamut, and they dream it up. They're the ones who are working with these kids and these families on a day-to-day basis. And
you've actually had to become the executive director, right? So you're there dedicating a lot of your time and energy, and these requests are coming right to you, which I know you actually enjoy, right? And we talk about this. I don't know how you do it all, by the way. I don't know how there's not enough hours in the day, but you never seem to be in a bad mood. You're always in a good mood. You're always excited about these things. It's incredible, man.
That's the appearance I want to give.
Good. Well, it's working.
No, we get requests all the time. I get them. Yeah, I'm the executive director. So as of May 1st of 24, so I'm in my 2nd year as executive director. So I've been co-founder for 19 years and on the board. And now some days it's a full-time job. It's never a full-time pay. But yeah, it's great. It's a labor of love. And I tell you what, when I go into, whether it's a Ronald McDonald House or one of the shelters or a hospital, I feel like I get as much, if not more, out of it than the kids.
Well, I'll tell you what, if you ever want to feel good, go on their socials, because the videos you guys post on Little Smile social account, if you're in a bad mood that day, or you think you're having a bad day, just put those videos on to see those kids and their resiliency and the smiles that you put on their faces. It's one of my favorite follows. Like, I look forward to the days you guys post stuff, because it's always something cool. It's always interactive, and the families are there, and the kids are having a good time, and you're there goofing off, having a good time. And it's, if nothing else, folks, I tell you, please follow on Instagram. It's a great account. And how do they get, is it littlesmiles.com.org?
So our group is littlesmilespa.org. So PA, Pennsylvania. So
and that's a great place to learn more, how to get involved, maybe how to nominate people or how to submit requests.
That is exactly. And
what's your home address?
What's my home address? Exactly. 132. Yeah, and our events. So we have an event coming up. We raise money through fundraisers.
Plug the event, please.
So our next event is at the Link. People get to see the Lombardi Trophy, our 2nd Lombardi Trophy. Yeah. Go Birds. On November 8th, it's a Monte Carlo night, so a casino night, table games, prizes, auction items.
And what is this, inside the suite area or the club level?
It's called the Torque Club,
okay.
TORK. I guess that's a company.
Okay.
The Torque Club. And it's pretty big open space. And we'll have blackjack, roulette, craps.
Where can they buy
poker, tickets? At littlesmilespa.org. Go right on there.
Open to the public?
Open to the public. Tickets are pretty cheap for a 4-hour open bar and dinner and all the stuff you get. They're $150. So pretty cheap.
$150?
$150
per person?
Per person.
Just to get inside the Link and see the trophy. It's probably worth it, right?
Yeah, exactly. There you go.
And you guys, I've been to your events. You guys do a great job of getting prizes donated. So I know you don't go there to win the prizes, but
cool prizes.
Their prizes are really good prizes.
We just got, and that's a good segue. We just got one last week. There's a speakeasy on Chestnut Street on the 1300 block by Tradesman and around the corner from McGillen's. And we have a year membership at the speakeasy. It's like an underground, cool bar. So
like drinks included?
I don't know exactly what's included. I don't have all the details, but just like
sounds cool.
We want cool stuff. I talked to the Flyers yesterday, and
I thought we were saying cool stuff.
Cool. Well, we're trying to get a Zamboni, like to be on the Zamboni during intermission.
The most exciting part of most Flyers games lately has been the Zamboni.
They got Rick Tocchet back, so I think this year could be different.
All right, so now what's going on? That's what you do to make an impact, but how do you pay the bills? I know you're very excited about your new career and the new division you've started there, so you want to tell us a little bit about Prelude?
Yeah, so Prelude Solutions started by a dear friend. She actually was one of our original founding board members of Little Smiles. So we got our 501c3 in December of 2006. She joined our board when we first formed it in early 2007. And I did her mortgage way back in the day. Like we've been connected for years. She's the CEO and founder of a company called Prelude Solutions. And at the core, we audit companies' technology spend really around telecom, cell phones, internet, things that, even just at home, our Verizon bill, our AT&T bill, our Comcast bill, they don't make it easy to decipher. So could you imagine if you had a company that had 127 pages of a bill?
Sure.
They make it really difficult. So we go in, we audit, we find savings, and it's all contingency based. We only make a percentage of the savings that we find. The group that I run is called the Prelude Cares Network, and we donate a portion of our portion back to a charity in each engagement. So it's a neat way to be able to build into the business model giving back.
So if there are businesses out there, business owners out there, or people that work in a cost control capacity to business, you call Prelude, you guys come in, no cost, and you find out I can either save you money or I can't save you money. If you can save them money, the cherry on top is you also then donate a portion of those savings to a nonprofit of their choosing, of your choosing. How's that work?
Yeah, nonprofit of their choosing for the most part. If they don't have a nonprofit, they can pick from one of the nonprofits.
Like Little Smiles.
Like Little Smiles, right? And other great nonprofits in this region. Ronald McDonald House of Philadelphia, Help Hope Live, Bringing Hope Home, Today is a Good Day. I mean, we really have a great group of nonprofits in our Prelude Cares Network. But yeah, they can choose one of them if they don't.
Well, I got to tell you, this is like a great example, and I love hearing stories like this. This is a great example of a company that's doing good. That's good for the bottom line, right? So one of the things one of the main things for Ticks for Good and one of the main things for this program is I want to show people that there's an intersection where doing good is also good for business. And I think what Prelude Cares is doing is a shining example of that. And you guys are having a lot of success?
We are, and you hit the nail on the head. It's almost identical kind of to the business model of Ticks for Good. And Little Smiles has used Ticks for the last couple of years, and it's a part of our fundraising. It's not easy to put on a Monte Carlo night. It's not easy to put on our gala. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of man hours, and it's a big cost, right? So being able to sprinkle in Ticks is a way for us to raise money without necessarily putting in all those hours.
Well, I like this.
Costs.
This is a non-paid endorsement, Steve. Well, we're here to talk about you, but
Well, no, and to your point, Prelude Cares is the same way, right? It doesn't cost anything for the nonprofit, but it's a way to creatively figure out how people can give money without necessarily.
I mean, I don't want to be a total shill, and but I do want to encourage people. This is a no-brainer, right? Like Steve and his team, they know what they're doing. They work with hundreds of area businesses, right? So it doesn't cost you anything. So no. I like these things that are dummy-proof because I'm a dummy. So like the idea of having somebody come in, no cost. You either find out if you can save a bunch of money, or the worst case, you say, "Hey, you're doing a great job. Sorry, we can't save you any money." And the fact that if you do find the savings, that some of that goes back to awesome causes, that's a little too good to be true.
Well, and here's the beauty of the Prelude Cares Network. So if a nonprofit refers us in, we're going to donate a portion back to that nonprofit, but we just freed up a lot of budget from that organization maybe they're going to take a little bit and give that back as well. So that could be a double whammy for the nonprofit that refers us into one of their board members, one of their supporters.
Great, so this is great. Anything else you want to touch on? Anything else you want to plug? Little Smiles wise, we talked about the Monte Carlo night coming up. What was that date again?
It's November 8th. You can go to our website, which is www.littlesmilespa.org, and you'll see
Still tickets available?
Plenty of tickets available, plenty of sponsorship opportunities available from $500 on up. And it's a great event. It's a fun event. You can wear jeans. You can, there'll be people in Eagles jerseys because of where it is. Hopefully we'll be celebrating a Phillies parade at that point.
Nice.
It's a great time. It's a lot of fun, and we've raised some good money.
On the Prelude side, how do they get a hold of you? Is there a website for Prelude?
Yeah, preludesolutions.com.
And we're going to have Steve's contact info on here, so you can reach out to him directly if you're interested on the nonprofit side, or in the business savings side for Prelude. What else do you want to touch on?
No, I think you're doing an amazing job. I know you complimented me, but TICS is such a great concept. It's such a no-brainer, not just for nonprofits, but for for-profits who want to get in front of people who care about nonprofits.
Tell me more. No.
And it's funny, Prelude has been a sponsor of TICS for Good.
Yeah, so full disclosure, I do want to let people know that Little Smiles is certainly one of our favorite nonprofits on the platform, and Prelude has been a great sponsor over the years, and we appreciate their support. So I want to encourage everybody watching to go to ticksforgood.org, check out one of our awesome prizes, and when it's time to choose a nonprofit to support, please consider Little Smiles PA. All kidding aside, Steve and his team do incredible work. Again, I've had the chance to see it up close and personal. They're changing lives in a really, really positive way. And seriously, on the business side, there's no harm. Nothing bad will come, and reach out to Steve and his team at Prelude. Let them take a look. So a classic do-gooder, a guy who's doing good in the real world, doing good in the business world, helping our community. Steve, all kidding aside, man, we're friends, but I appreciate you. You're an inspiration, and just keep it up, man.
Timmy, thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, thanks, everybody.
See you, buddy.